Welcome back, guys. This is Jason with Aggro Gaming, and today I wanted to go over some loadouts for perks and equipment that you probably aren't using but should be. At the end of this video, I'm going to drop my top sweaty loadout, so make sure you check that out at the end. And if you like the video, guys, please like the video and hit that subscribe button for me. The first perk that I would like to highlight in this video is Forward Intel. Forward Intel, I believe, is the most underrated perk in the game. What it does is it shows you a larger minimap and it pins your map where enemies are respawning. Have you ever had that scenario where the spawns flip behind you on your map and you get killed? I have a bunch, and this helps prevent that because you'll be notified in your minimap every time the spawns flip. Also, having a bigger minimap gives you so much more intel on the field and just a huge leg up over everyone else. You know, this game comes so much down to knowledge of not only maps, but also preparing yourself around looking around corners and, you know, being the first man, looking down sights and shooting your shot. So, you know, having a bigger mini-map is such a buff in that regards. The next perk that I want to talk about is Quartermaster. So Quartermaster, I think, is a perk that no one really, talks about or uses, but I think it's really great depending on the game mode you're playing. If you're playing a slower objective-based game mode, regenerating your equipment over 25 seconds is huge. It allows you to throw more ordnance to lock down lanes, stun out enemies, drop a smoke on the OBJ, any of that kind of stuff. It's just an all-around great workhorse perk. And again, for those slower game modes such as VIP Escort and Search and Destroy. Finally, the third perk I want to talk about is Spycraft. Spycraft is so great. It's especially great if you're a lone wolf and you like to pull big flanks against other teams. The best parts about this is you won't trigger any of their equipment and you won't show up on field trackers. Also, on top of that, you being immune to counter spy plane can make such a big difference. Once enemies drops counter spy planes, they sometimes get more aggressive and aren't afraid to, get out of cover and shoot and be a little bit louder because they think that no one can see them on the minimap. But you with Spycraft, you'll be able to see everything. That also, in paired with Forward Intel, is not essential, but it's so substantial because the whole reason you're using Forward Intel is to see the minimap, and if you can't see the minimap, you're kind of not utilizing / wasting the perk. Also, Spycraft is awesome because it doesn't trigger gas mines, and gas mines suck, guys. I die to them all the time when I'm on flanks, so not having to worry about that is awesome. Okay, this is my absolute favorite sweaty loadout right now. And, I use this loadout when I'm maybe losing or really trying to perform in a game, and I think it works really well. The first thing I want to highlight here is on the DMR, I'm using the Hawksmoor holographic sight. I think it looks really clean and allows me to look down sights with the DMR. I don't like the iron sights on the DMR, but I do like to be able to look around quickly, and the Hawksmoor just hits a really good middle ground for me. The next thing I like to have is the suppressor, and this just keeps me off that mini map. Huge, super important, something I love to have. As far as the barrel, I like to use the Task Force barrel. This does make the gun a bit jumpy, but as long as you have a couple other perks to compensate and you're relatively accurate with your shots, it really does get that little extra damage and velocity through. It makes a huge difference, especially in longer engagements. The next must-have is the Field Agent foregrip, just best in class as an underbarrel across the board. You can't go wrong with that. And for the handle, airborne elastic wrap, ADS time, huge, helps me win those fights up close. Super, super useful. As for my secondary, I like to use the Diamantes, just so does everyone else. Again, this is a sweaty class, and I like to put the suppressor on it. I also like to use the Task Force barrel. I hit the Ember Sight point laser because ADS doesn't matter since I'm dual wielding and hip firing, and I want that hip fire to be as accurate as possible. Same goes for the 30 round salvo fast mags, hugely helpful in engagements, and then dual wield, so I could just rip these bad boys. Then, I got Stim, Semtex, Field Mic, pretty standard, and these are the perks I use. Again, it can change situationally, but when I'm really trying to perform in a sweaty game, this works out really well for me. Alright guys, well that about does it for this video. Please leave a like, comment, and smash that subscribe button for me so I can keep these videos coming out for y'all. See you in the next video. Peace.